Pastor Jackson,
Yes.
man, your dad was something else, man. Everywhere I go, and I reach guys, they talk about the two pillars during that day, Arthur Jackson Sr. and Joe Coates. I actually preached at Bible Baptist for last 2 years anniversary, and I read, I read the founding of the church, and there was a time when Southern Baptists and National Baptists came together, and they instituted Bible Baptist. I didn't even know that history, but they had both of my grandfather and your dad on that marquee. And so what a legacy! My question for you: what was it like growing up as a pastor's son, and did you feel pressure to follow in your father's footsteps from a young age?
Well, two things. First of all, I'm proud of you, man, and we're honored to be here, to be with you today. Your journey is remarkable, and the book reflects that. Second of all, I feel pressure, more pressure, following Joe quoting Booker T and Luke. I feel like I should be quoting JFK. I'm gonna quote JFK and Paul McCartney.
He keeps me in the back pocket.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, man. My father had this thing about his name and us not messing it up. He had 3 boys, and his whole thing, man, he was crazy about his name. He wouldn't even let us date girls from the church, man, because he know relationships don't last, people get mad, and then people would leave the church and talk about the Jacksons. And so the name meant something to him, and he kind of instilled that to us as well. I'm Isaac, man. I have a famous father and a famous son. You know, you know, I feel like Isaac sometimes. My son is amazing, and my father was great. And but it was a lot of pressure. I didn't see it as a curse, and I had to really look at the book. It caught my attention, and as I read it, I understood it. I didn't see it as a curse growing up, but certainly my dad never pressured us to be like him. In fact, my dad said, if there's anything else you can be, do that. Don't do that. Yeah, don't do this. My dad went to the army. He never tried to get us to go to the army. He went into ministry, and so when I got to see how church folks how they treated him, I understood that, and I didn't want no part of that. I didn't want any part of that, because when they couldn't get at him, it's like they took it out on us. Then it's like the stigma, the preacher's children being the worst children, is because of the limitations. We weren't allowed to go some places that other kids were going. It was really, really frustrating. And I remember once going out there and sitting in the car. My dad said we couldn't go, so we just sit in the car, man, and the keys was there. That's suicide. That's suicide, man. We wasn't crazy, but we understood later he was trying to protect us from ourselves, and so the pressure wasn't there to be like him. He didn't try to influence us to go. He just lived the life, and then end up my brother and I end up following him in the ministry. Of my other brother is a deacon that's in the church as well. And my father is the greatest man that I've ever known in person. He was an amazing man. And so I just wish I would have studied him more. If I knew I was going to do this, I would have paid attention more to it. But it's great, man. I love doing what I'm doing, and I really love being his son and following in those footsteps that he had. No regrets.
Wow, what a legacy. I thought about a story when you said that you wish you had known, taken more. When my grandfather retired from there, and I hadn't had to call it that. He was like, "Hey, 2 minutes. I want you to help me pack up a bookshelf." And hindsight, I was like, man, he was trying to nudge me.
He was
And
working you.
And I was mad because y'all, Glenda, y'all remember Jimmy Hodges?
Yeah.
Jimmy Hodges would do that. I was like, man, what you got, man? I'm slinging them books around and throwing them around. And then when I got to call the ministry, those are the same books that I treasure now. So I wish I had paid more attention, but God has his timing and his purpose. And I feel like I got the best of my granddad. He had me. I sat on his lap during his prime.